Easily one of the most athletic players to have graced the Premier League, Antonio Valencia also had the technical ability to match his physical power. And on the surface, it appears that these qualities alone were more than enough to take the Ecuadorian to the highest level. But after looking at his journey into professional football, I quickly realised he had much more than pace and a glorious right foot. When Sir Alex Ferguson decided to sign Valencia from Wigan in 2009, it was a recruitment masterclass. But most credit for the Ecuadorian's discovery must go to a scout back in 1996 called Pedro Perlaza, who spotted the youngster playing on a dusty field and was impressed with his perseverance and desire to keep the ball on the surface. Perlaza signed the 11-year-old to the local FA Sports Run Academy in Sucumbíos, and 5 years later he was given the opportunity to sign for El Nacional, who were located a staggering 260 kilometres away from his home, and are one of Ecuador's most successful professional teams. This was a huge moment in Valencia's career, as it was his first opportunity to impress at a professional club. Yet this was only the beginning of an incredible journey. Fast forward to May 2011, and Manchester United have just spent the last 10 minutes passing Blackburn Rovers to death, with absolutely no intention of scoring. You may rightly be wondering, why on earth would they do this? Were they teasing Steve Kean's side at 1-1? Well, they did this because only a draw was required to secure a record 19th English League title. However, when the full-time whistle eventually sounded, it wasn't just the club that made history, as Antonio Valencia became the first Ecuadorian footballer to win the Premier League, before winning it again in 2013. But to fully understand the extent of his excellence, we have to go back to 2005. Moments of magic and stellar performances for El Nacional earned the rising star a place in Ecuador's national team ahead of their World Cup qualifiers, where he showcased the talent Pedro Perlaza had spotted all those years ago. Helping his nation qualify for Germany 2006 in the process. And overall, 2005 proved to be a very successful year for Valencia, as he also clinched the Ecuadorian Serie A before securing a move to Spanish side Villarreal. Unfortunately, the young talent wasn't able to break into their first team, but following an excellent title-winning season on loan with second-tier Recreativo, English Premier League side Wigan signed him on loan ahead of the 06-07 season. The pace, dribbling and powerful shot fans of El Nacional and Ecuador had previously witnessed were soon on display on the right side of Wigan's midfield. Whilst Leighton Baines swept both Wigan's Player of the Year and Players' Player of the Year, Valencia's own performances earned him an extension of his loan for the following season, and he then signed a permanent deal in January 2008. Amazingly, despite rejecting an offer from Real Madrid in January 2009, Valencia didn't win Wigan's Player of the Year for that season either, as defender Titus Bramble clinched the award. He must have had a colossal season in centre-back. Thankfully for Valencia, he received much-deserved critical recognition when he was included in the 09-10 PFA Team of the Year for his debut season with United. And more individual accolades followed him, in the form of the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year, along with United's Players' Player of the Year and Goal of the Season awards for the 11-12 campaign. By the end of his 10-year stay at the club, Valencia had yet another Players Player of the Year award to his name, following a successful 16-17 season, which saw him become the first Ecuadorian player to win a UEFA tournament. And to top it off, he was named in the Europa League Team of the Season as well. He returned to Ecuador in 2019 to play for Quito, where he added a Copa Ecuador and a Supercopa Ecuador to his cabinet, before retiring a Querétaro in 2021. The trophies don't state the daunting bus journey 16-year-old Antonio Valencia took from Sucumbíos to Quito, the injuries he had to overcome on the road to success, or even that he wore the armband for both club and country. But they do act as further evidence that anything is possible with immense perseverance and a powerful shot.